Can your breast size cause an identity crisis?
Yes. Some days I wake up, I look at my breast, and I think, who am I? Who am I?
Having big breasts gave me an identity crisis. I've been treated as a pair of boobs rather than a whole person.
31-year-old Krista's breast size has caused her to have an identity crisis.
I'm known as the boob girl. People make jokes about it all the time. They called me Tits McGee when I was growing up, and I want to get away from that, and having that stigma kind of stick with me now that I'm kind of getting older.
Now Krista wants a breast reduction. At the same time, she'd like surgery to reshape her neck.
I find that it looks like a turkey neck or whatever. That's what I call it, my little gobbler. And it's not very flattering at all. I think it's important for me to have the surgery just because my breasts, they're too heavy. My back is constantly sore. I just want to start having a regular, normal body.
In a hidden camera experiment, we find out whether reaction to an entrepreneur changes when we change her from B cup to big cup. Research from Cornell University reveals that the larger a waitress's breast size, the larger her tips will be.
Girls who work with me that have bigger breasts make bigger tips. It's a fact.
As a bartender, I take home, on average, about $300 a night in tips.
Kyla Fox is a therapist practicing in Toronto.
There are societal perks to having big breasts. Not only can they have an influence on restaurant tips,
but an experiment conducted at the University of South Brittany showed that more male drivers stopped to pick up a female hitchhiker when her breast size was larger.
31-year-old Krista does not think having big breasts is an advantage.
I find when you have big breasts like I do, I think that people think that I'm unintelligent, they think that I'm a big party girl, or they think that because I have large cleavage that I'm, a sleazy person, and it just isn't the case. My daughter's 13 now. I want to not be known as the boob girl in front of my daughter. It's time to kind of move past that.
Now Krista is undergoing a breast reduction. At the same time, she'll have surgery to reshape her neck.
My face doesn't have any kind of real definition because of the fat pocket there. My boyfriend's torn. At first, he was nervous about the surgery. He just thought, why would you put your body through that? And you don't need to do that. But he sees how much pain I made in some days when I take my bra off and the red marks that are left at the end of the day. So he's supportive.
Krista is beautiful. She really is beautiful. Krista has always been confident, and I just think this is probably gonna make her even more confident.
I have reached a point in my life where I have decided the type of person that I want to be. I want to have the reduction so that the kind of party girl association that goes along with it is done and finished, and I can just move forward into my next stage of life.
A study from the University of the West of England reports that women with large breasts are stereotyped as being unprofessional.
In a hidden camera experiment, we'll put this stereotype to the test. We're sending B-Cup Becky to a busy downtown street corner to pose as an entrepreneur launching an energy drink made from her own top-secret formula.
Hi there, do you have a moment? I'm just doing free samples for my new, okay. Do you have a moment? I'm just giving away free samples for my new energy drink. No? Busy? You look like you need a sample of an energy drink. Yes, you do. This is my new energy drink. It's called Becky's Bottled Boost. It's all natural.
All natural ingredients, water and dye.
Okay. And I'm an entrepreneur, and this is my new product. I'd love for you to sample it for me.
Okay. Cool. Very light.
Everyone's watching their sugar intake these days. It's all natural ingredients.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good?
Very, very light.
Very light, yes.
Yes, no flavor.
No flavor.
No flavor to it.
This is a new energy drink that I've started. It's called Becky's Bottled Boost.
Becky's Bottled Boost is a bit of a bomb.
It's terrible.
But what we really want to know is how drink tasters will rate B-Cup Becky on a professionalism scale.
So I'm pretty much trying to raise funds, and it's very important for me to be very professional, so I'm trying to get people's opinion on the drink and my professionalism. So if you were to rate it from A, B, C, D, how would you rate my professionalism?
Very professional, yes.
Okay, so A. Thank you. Have I come across as very professional?
Absolutely.
So, like, if you were to give me an A, B, C, or D?
Definitely A-ish, for sure.
A-ish? All right.
I'll give you an A.
Excellent.
A.
A? So if you could rate my professionalism from A to D?
I'll give it an A.
Everyone's giving her an A cup. A cup.
Maybe B.
B? Oh, okay. C plus?
Oh, B's fine.
B? Okay. All right, and my professionalism?
Drink testers gave B-Cup Becky an average of A- on the professionalism scale. Krista doesn't think that people see her as professional, so she's undergoing a breast reduction. At the same time, she'll have surgery to reshape her neck.
I worked for a restaurant, and this boss told me that I had a great asset and, you know, more tits, more tips, which just blows me away, and it bothered me. Not good. Well, I actually even had a woman out at a club one night physically grab my chest and ask me, are they real or how do they feel? And I was like, they are real, and don't touch me. I'm 30 years old. I don't see these large breasts as something that I need to have as an asset anymore. I think I'm ready to just put the big-chested party girl to bed. I'm done with that.
Researchers from the University of Portsmouth report that a pair of D-cup breasts weighs between 15 and 23 pounds.
When I work out, I wear 2 sports bras at the same time.
They don't make sports bras to hold these girls.
Yeah, sister, that's my excuse for not running, too.
There are many downsides to being big-breasted. Some women seeking breast reduction complain of neck and back pain, grooving from their bra straps, and rashes under their breast fold.
In the second part of our hidden camera test, we're transforming Becky from B-cup to big cup. And we're sending Big Cup Becky back to the busy downtown street corner to pose as an entrepreneur launching an energy drink, to find out how drink testers will rate her on a professionalism scale. If the research is correct and large-breasted women are stereotyped as being unprofessional, then drink testers may rate Big Cup Becky lower on the professionalism scale.
Hello, do you have a moment to test my energy drink? All right. I'm an entrepreneur. It's my new product, Becky's Bottled Boost, and it's all natural ingredients. So you're welcome to give it a try.
Tastes like water.
Cheers.
Cheers. I know. You know, some energy drinks are very heavy. This one is not.
Yeah, it tastes like water, really.
It is very refreshing, though.
See?
It's okay, yeah.
It's all right?
That's really gross.
Reaction to Becky's Bottled Boost is mixed.
There's no taste in it.
But what's the reaction to Big Cup Becky?
I'm also trying to figure out what people think of my professionalism as well as I go out and try to raise finances. So would you give me an A or a B or a C or a D for my professionalism?
I'll give you an egg.
All right, I like your style.
B.
B? How would you rate me?
Give you an A.
A, oh, thank you so much.
A for effort.
A for everything.
Yeah.
As for my professionalism, what would you give me? Would you give me an A, B, or a C?
An
I have some A+. See, yes. Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Everyone does. How would you rate my professionalism?
I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5. So would that be a C? Or that would be a B minus?
I think this guy's flirting. By B minus, he means be mine, us, huh?
So would you give me an A for my professionalism? Would you give me an A or a B?
Absolutely more than an A.
Oh, more than an A. A plus?
Triple A.
Triple A. I like it.
Drink testers gave Big Cup Becky an average of A on the professionalism scale. Unlike the result of the British study, a higher average than the A- drink testers gave to B Cup Becky.
That went really well. Most people thought it was still really professional, even with the gigantic rack. It seemed like there was almost a gravitational pull towards them.
Dr. Leonard Harris is a board-certified plastic surgeon practicing in Burlington. He'll be preparing Krista today for her breast reduction and surgery to reshape her neck.
Hi, Krista. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm just going to go just examine you again.
Great.
I think the technique that would work best for you is called the inferior pedicle technique. So it takes the weight off the outside and inside of the breast, brings your nipple back up to where it used to be, gives you a shape more up like this, but smaller.
Right. Okay, perfect.
With the neck, your main concern is with this area over here. And this is mainly fat here, and your muscle underneath appears to be quite good. So I think just some liposuction through here will deal with that.
Breast reduction and neck reshaping surgery are not without risk. Krista could face complications. Nipple loss. Poor surgical technique can result in the loss of the nipple. Reduced sensation. Feeling in the nipple may become diminished. Change in skin texture. Liposuction can permanently damage skin texture. Krista is willing to take on the risks of breast reduction and surgery to reshape her neck. Her partner Dimitri and her daughter Morgan accompany her to the clinic on surgery day.
I mean, there's a little bit of nerves, fear of the unknown. I don't want to wake up and be in a ton of pain. But as far as the procedure goes, I'm ready to go. I'm not sure how Morgan is feeling about this. She tells me that she's not nervous, but this morning she was telling me that her tummy was sore. I'm her mother, so I think she is a little bit nervous.
Krista, we're ready for you. Come on in.
He knows why I want to do it, and I mean, he loves me. He's so nervous and worried about me this morning. You know, it's part of your sexuality, your breasts, and you think about whether or not that's going to change with your partner, but I'm not worried about that at all with him. My hopes for this procedure are that I'm going to get some of the lift back in my breasts. I think my expectations for the turkey neck is just to be a little less goblin. I think I'm ready for the breast reduction now because it's going to help me move on and move past this old stereotypical image that I had of myself. I just hope that it's going to make me happy.
A study from the University of Florida reveals that big-breasted women experience rude gazes and that people talk to their breasts instead of their eyes. Can big breasts make people lose their manners?
Big breasts can definitely make people lose their manners. On more than one occasion, I've had a guy at a bar ask to drink out of my cleavage.
All right.
And a study from the University of Wellington, New Zealand, reports that when meeting a woman, almost half of men glance at her breasts first, then her waist hips, and finally they look at her face. We're hitting the streets to ask women, what part of a woman's body do you think men glance at first?
What part of a woman's body do you think men glance at first? Eyes, breasts, or waist and hips?
I think men glance at the breasts first.
I think that men